Hello, viewers. Welcome to another amazing episode of Health Matters on Buzz Media. Okay, there's a program where we discuss health and health-related issues. And today I have two other health practitioners with me here, and I'm going to start from. Okay, let me start from the men. So on my right hand side, I have Nurse Akinjiola. You're welcome to the show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right, and I have a nurse Bonle. You're welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on board, and I'm of course, your regular host lesson. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about sex, the sex life, and how we can maintain healthy sex life. Some of the things that may disturb having healthy sex life. So those are the things we want to talk about today. So we're going to be starting with STIs and STDs. Okay, so I'm going to have two medical practitioners to please enlighten us on these two things, because there seems to be a mix-up when you hear STI, STD. Okay, so please just educate us. What's STI and STD? What are the different? Is there any difference between two of them? I'll go between those at Adriola first.
Thank you. STI is an abbreviation for sexually transmitted infection, while STD is sexually transmitted diseases. So before anything can be confirmed as a disease, it comes into the body as an infection.
Okay.
That is the stage of when there are no symptoms. So if I call it the early stage, when the infection gets into the body.
Okay.
So after a while, now you now have the symptoms, it goes to become a disease. So STI is just like the first phase of an STD.
STD. Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. But both can be treated. Can be treated. Okay. So what about you? Would you want to buttress?
I think he has literally said the basics. COVID infection, when it enters the body, is still like the semi-phase. White disease is just like the chronic phase.
So while an infection is still at the infectious stage, is it possible for I don't know how to put it, to transmit it? How can the person get treated, or is it until the person starts manifesting symptoms? The person will know that something is wrong with me. At that stage of infection, the person will not feel anything, will not know anything. The person will be asymptomatic, like what you always call it, like no symptoms, no. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the generalization of the term toilet disease. Okay. Let's talk about the generalization in medical terms.
Okay. Either you call it toilet infection, I call it the toilet disease. Medically, there's nothing called such.
Okay.
Medically, there's nothing called such. And most times, what people call toilet disease or toilet infection today, most time are STI, STDs. Because most of these viruses or bacteria.
Okay, they are bacterial infections.
Viral.
Viral infection, let me do that.
Most of these things can't survive on hard surfaces like the toilet seat.
Okay.
So because of that, it is kind of not likely to transmit these bacteria and viruses through a toilet seat.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let me really cut you short on that. But what about people that are not sexually active and they still have bacterial infection?
That's where hygiene. Okay, poor hygiene. Yes.
Okay, poor hygiene can be associated with where you usually expose, especially the woman. Poor hygiene can be associated with what you expose or where you expose your vagina to, as well. So I think it's still toilet related.
Now,
yeah,
what they call toilet disease is not transmitted sexually.
Okay.
So if a lady tells you she has toilet disease,
she's not okay.
And a sexual partner contacts it from her.
And what if the person is not sexual? I'm talking about somebody that is not sexually.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The one where you get this so-called toilet disease, that's just pure hygiene. Sometimes it's not even hygiene. Sometimes it might be hormonal imbalance in the body, the vaginal pH,
Okay.
using antiseptic and all of that.
All right.
Calculates things like that.
Yeah.
But when someone tells you, let me speak on the guy's
Okay.
lap. When your sexual partner, you get down with your sexual partner and you start feeling those symptoms, and you ask her and she tells you it's toilet disease. The thing that you can call the toilet disease cannot be sexually transmitted. There can be irritation due to maybe you sit on a very dirty toilet and all of that. There can be irritation.
Okay, that's what I want to add. But does it mean that when people are exposed to what's it called, dirty, toilets? Does it mean that it can catch?
They can catch it, but they are not ST. They are not. It's not. The infection is not something that after catching it you can.
You can transmit it sexually.
sexually.
Okay, I get that.
That is my point.
Okay, I get it. So the exposure to dirty toilet space can exposure to dirty underwears or view cannot be sexually transmitted.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so anything that is STI is just from sex, not from the toilet.
So we can get it prenatally. That is from mother to child, after childbirth.
Seriously, like you can have vaginal.
Congenital. Okay, this is when a woman is pregnant, she has gonorrhea, and she gives birth to a child. Through VD or through breastfeeding.
So you feel contact. Okay. So it's still possible for babies to even have infection. So have gonorrhea and syphilis. Hey, wait. Okay, we're going to get them. All right. So let's quickly talk about yeast infection. Then we'll talk about the symptoms of this so-called STDs and STI. Okay, so I'm going to Nurse Ponle now. Can you please enlighten us about what the term yeast infection? Is it the same thing as the I don't want to call it an infection, let me say bacterial infection?
Okay, so talking about yeast infection, okay, let me just use the layman's language, like something everybody can read. So okay, say the ladies now, okay. Yeast infection, there's presence of a creamy substance in the vagina, accompanied with itching, redness, and redness. Just imagine get this. So that's simply both the yeast infection or the paparazzi that we have.
But that's just like the causes of the yeast infection. What causes the milky stuff from the vagina and the redness?
You can have an imbalanced pH of the vagina.
So my vagina can't even. Okay, so
Vagina is acidic. Okay. That is why our pants changes color
as time goes on, from whatever color to brown used to like. That is wait. Sorry, I also asked this question. It's funny, but I need to ask, why is that part when anytime it's dry, it's always as if it's crispy. Sorry. Kind of. Is it the acidic nature of the vagina stuff that makes that part kind of is it hard or strong or crispy?
It's not true. Texture is different.
The texture is different from the other part. I just like, why is it that this part is on? It's even if I buy a new part today, after a few days, I'm not saying now that part is on.
So you say regularly we should like soak with earth water.
I'm like, sorry, I was using the time in Yoruba. Like, kill is a tata mango. You see, so my shake okay, oh my god, no me. She be like, this is a mango. Why is there always when I do back take if you wash and it's dry like it's just be that strong. I'm like, why is it in all place? Especially that down part. So it's because of the acidic nature of the vagina, or the vaginal water discharge and all. Okay, so the yeast infection you're talking about that you said is vagina.
It's a management.
Mismanagement.
Of vagina.
Yes, coming is management.
How can that was
Introduction of foreign materials.
okay, see?
Manage it.
Okay.
Taking care of it.
Okay.
It's more or less like buying a car. You're not maintaining it. It's going to take you sick.
Okay.
And it's not like you intentionally eat a pole with it. That's the cause of the sickness. Yeah. You're mismanaging it. So it's going to give us.
Okay. All right.
And another thing is, due to fashion these days, when we wear some types of pants that is silky, not the cotton,
Okay, so usually the cotton one is
Better
a better, more healthier
because you need air around.
around that.
So the heat sometimes also causes it.
Okay. Okay. So we still go to the main part. Actually, these are all the silicone boxers and all that. We still go to that side. Okay, first of all, let's talk about gonorrhea, syphilis. Enlighten us about this thing. This gonorrhea is common to the male gender. Okay, do women have it too? Okay, both gender have it, but I think it's more common in the male gender. I don't know because of the difficulty in the
It's because of a gender is communicating it more to the public than the other.
they're not like okay. It's just the men are just making noise about it than the women because they always having difficulty in using peeing. Is that
It leads you to have difficulty peeing if she has
yes? Okay. Please tell us about gonorrhea. What are the symptoms
Okay.
and the causes?
Okay. Gonorrhea is a bacterial infection.
Okay.
It's caused by Neisseria gonorrhea. That's the name of the bacteria.
Okay.
So it's symptoms. You will see the symptoms between 3 and 4 days after contact.
Okay.
In men, painful urination, itching around the perineum, which is around your balls and your pedals. Then sometimes in some men we've seen records of swollen balls, swollen testicles, swollen testicles in male. In female, we have that burning. They feel the burning sensation when they when they weep. They have that itching. They have this yellowish, greenish discharge
Okay.
when they do it, and that's it.
But what usually? But is it sexually transmitted?
Sticky.
Sexually transmitted. I'm trying to look at the origin of the. Okay, or medically, there's no origin to this thing. It's just like from one person, and the person like spreading it everywhere.
Kind of, and it has not died since, because a lot of people don't do they don't screen themselves sexually,
Okay.
so it's get to be in existence.
Okay. What about okay? So gonorrhea is not peculiar to the men. Because me, I've always thought gonorrhea is just for the men.
The reason why you think gonorrhea is for the men is because let me use this side of the world we live in. This side of Nigeria that we are is Yoruba culture, and they termed gonorrhea as Aisan Bajumo. Because there's this part of our culture that believes it's only even a Bajumo you have money that you can actually sleep or flirt around. So I think because of that tag of Aisan Bajumo makes it a little bit comfortable for the men to speak it out. But most of them still don't go to also.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let me go talk about this gonorrhea thing. Is it just associated with the private part of both the man and the woman, or if somebody has gonorrhea, there are other parts of the body that may be affected, or somebody can have gonorrhea in another part of the body apart from the private? Because I saw something online, right? That that's how I was just scrolling through Instagram, I think, and I saw this lady with, I don't know, maybe swollen or the highs or summer, and it was the doctor that posted that this was this lady, she has a bacteria in the highs, that somebody poured semen on her and all that, so bacteria entered, the gonorrhea entered. So is it possible, like, so I'm still trying to, so is it possible that when there is bacteria in the body, it's manifests in other parts of the body apart from the private part?
Okay. When the bacteria gets into the body, the Neisseria gonorrhea bacteria,
Okay.
there are 5 known organs. Urethra.
Okay.
That is from the bladder down. Then it also affects the cervix. That is the opening between the vagina and the
Interest. Okay.
It affects, in men, it affects the testicles.
Okay.
It affects the eyes in both gender.
The highs. Okay, to transfer from, it will just go around the body and get into the highs.
If the eye is exposed to it,
Yes, sore throat.
then sore throat too.
Just like if oral.
Okay, but like so they can have gonorrhea in the mouth.
Even the rectum cause anal sex.
Okay, so somebody can have. We still hear about the anal, the one in the anus, but somebody can have gonorrhea in the mouth, and the one in the throat can degenerate it to the mouth, to the tongue, and every part of it. So somebody can. Okay.
All these spots you're mentioning is just like what? Okay, the vagina,
Okay.
the anus,
The anus.
the mouth.
Okay. The
That-
throat.
They're just
The
contact,
eyes.
contact, opening.
Open
The pelvic for the women.
for the women. Okay, so let's talk about syphilis and the obviously going to talk about there's a third one I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about HIV. Then we'll talk about this what's about the treatment for all of this. And before then, we'll be getting a short break now. So but we'll come back. We're going to continue on this. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Still on the Health Matters with Buzz Media program where we talk about health and health related issues. Today we've been talking about sex and sex life. And I have here with me my medical practitioners, Nurse Akinchiola and Nurse Kwanle. We've been really discussing extensively about the common sexually transmitted infections and the sexually transmitted disease and all that. So let's talk about syphilis. We've talked about gonorrhea, so let's talk about syphilis. I'll go to you, Nurse Kwanle. Please enlighten us about syphilis.
Okay. Syphilis is a sexually transmitted infection.
Sexually transmitted.
Then it is caused by bacteria.
Okay, it's a bacterial infection as well. Like gonorrhea.
Definitely. Okay. So the name of the bacteria is Treponema pallidum.
That's the
That's the botanical name.
okay.
Bacteria.
No.
This is the 4 stages. Wow. We have the first one. We have the primary syphilis.
Okay.
There is no symptom. It's just like you feel somehow. There's no feeling actually.
So someone can carry syphilis up and the person will not know.
Definitely.
For like how many years?
No. Just from 10 to 90 days. Yes.
Between 10 to 90 days. Between 10 and 90 days
In the primary
stage.
stage. Then for the second one, we have the secondary stage too.
This sex thing, we have to be careful. Somebody can hey, jeez. Okay, let's continue. We'll get there.
So for the primary stage is in weeks. Then for the secondary, weeks to months.
Okay.
But there's something in the primary stage. It's like we have presence of wound, sore kind of.
Where?
The anus.
The head of the vagina.
The body. Let's just see.
Okay, the point of contact.
Yes.
Okay, the point of contact can either be the anus or
Okay.
okay, but that can someone has to be in the map like if mouth is the point.
The genitals and the anus and the bumper.
Okay. All right.
So for the primary stage, there's presence.
Thank you.
For the secondary, it's painless. So this one is painless actually. For the secondary stage now, the wound it begins to heal by itself. So, our body before it breaks down totally, it's breaking down already, but it heals itself.
So okay.
So the wound too is going to heal itself. The sore is going to heal itself. Okay. Before finally, I cannot do this again.
Wow.
Do you understand?
So what are the symptoms? Syphilis.
It's stage.
So for different
stage.
there is different symptoms.
Yes, so
Hey.
Stage 1 is the sore,
Okay.
and it heals itself.
and it heals itself within 3 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
It heals itself. Stage 2 is the rashes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
have the fever.
We are so throats, everything like that.
Can it lead to death?
The long run, if not treated,
Can gonorrhea lead to death as well?
If not, no, not death directly.
Directly. If not
If not treated, it puts pressure on the immune system. To weaken the immune system. So it gives way for lots of other
Other
infections,
infections.
tuberculosis and all those, which will finally.
okay, you start degenerating to
and the fun part of this syphilis is that if it is left untreated,
okay.
it's going to disrupt the neurological part of the body. I mean the brain and spinal function and spinal cord.
So is it that the person would start behaving like
Dementia comes in. Getting things and all of that.
okay? So somebody can
At that stage, that's like probably person has had it for probably over a year or
something. So okay, so some people might be exhibiting the symptoms of dementia, and they actually have syphilis and they don't know.
If they do not visit the if they do not go for lab test, if they do not screen themselves.
So okay, now I want to try to understand something. It's like a lot of other things that may be happening to people health-wise might be associated with STIs and STDs if they are not treated. Okay, so I think most of the time that people will say, somebody is doing me. I have that. Somebody's, hey, my village people are doing. So they may have any of all the sexually transmitted disease or let's call it disease now, but by then it will have degenerated from infection to disease. So they may have any of the sexually transmitted disease that is not treated, and it might degenerate to some other things, and they will just think that somebody is doing that. And the problem we have, we're still going to go there, people not getting proper treatment for all this infection. But let's really talk about HIV.
Okay, HIV, it's a viral infection.
Okay, that was a bacteria.
It's not. It is not. That's from the name. Human immunodeficiency
Virus. Okay.
and on the
Point of contact.
point of what? Sexual.
Is it just mainly sexual?
No.
I okay, because we've heard that HIV is a contact with blood.
Yes, blood. Majorly something that if introduced to the other person, it is going to like go into the body, it's into the system.
needles.
Like blood transfusion.
Blood transfusion.
Yes, someone an infected blood.
What about sweat?
Wonder to child.
Middle to child. Sweat. So can I get the problem?
No, that's
Okay.
that's the society.
Okay, I'm not going into that. Okay, so before we go into some other things let's quickly talk about because I have concerned about oral sex, because with all this we're talking about point of contact as always either from the front or from the back or from the mouth. So the ones that even have STI or STD, like, so let's talk about like how safe is, because okay, we're still going to come to the aspect of using condom, but for us we can't wear condom now for
No.
okay, so who is it safe? Who can you have it with? And all that. Please enlighten us. Let's talk about it. Because this oral thing is really giving me concern. Seriously. Infection coming through the mouth. Okay.
Okay, so the point of everything, to avoid all these paparazzi that we are even seated here talking about, is to have let me use the word one. Okay, just sexual partner. And the whole point is, you want to start having sexual intercourse with this person. Get yourself checked. Get the person checked. If you want to explore the world, explore. You have yourself checked and make sure the person is not doing it to another person outside. And you too.
You're not doing it to another person. But that's the issue.
Because, okay, the both of you are checked, fine. But one person leaves the circle now and goes outside. You're carrying whatever you're bringing from the outside world to the private world.
Okay.
So it's going to disrupt everything.
Okay. So, would you have anything to say another feature about horror sex?
No, this is okay.
Okay,
This
you
is not oral. This is not oral.
Let me take it from a personal
Perspective. Okay, I'll take it from a personal perspective. As a woman, if you're not sure of the person you are having sex with, don't introduce your mouth. I would say that
is exploration.
Yeah.
We are just
exploring. So if you're not sure of this person, don't introduce her. Even if your husband, it is real, because I am concerned about it. I still hear about the vagina, the anus. Nobody would know that we have something going on there. If you are treating yourself, but seriously, things that can degenerate to the mouth, that you must start having odor, you must start having sore and all of that. So before you start introducing your mouth to somebody's private part, also vice versa, the man also to the woman. Before you start putting your mouth, okay, you should be sure of where you want to introduce your mouth. I think for me personally,
On my own personal, I think I would advise regular checks, regular
condom.
health screening,
Okay.
regular screening,
General.
body screening especially, which is something people don't do a lot in this country.
Yes, I was going to say that. That's not really common in Nigeria.
And you made mention of not getting proper treatment. And most cases, or let me say, in some cases, when we are not feeling good, I will go to the hospital. The hospital will tell you, do several tests.
Yes.
So you're saying, oh, I'm just feeling feverish. I'm just feeling this. Why do I have to do HIV tests? But on the long run, everything is interconnected. That's when they mentioned having gonorrhea or syphilis then leading to a spinal cord injury on the long run. Do you understand? So I really think let's just let ourselves
Okay,
screening.
apart from the woman, I think the men also can have gonorrhea in the mouth. Is it possible?
Yes.
If they introduce their
Because
mouth,
oral go both ways.
oral both ways. Okay.
Oral go both ways. And because oral go both ways, I think men that goes down there too can contact it orally.
Orally.
So I think, like what she said, number one, to even avoid all these STIs, the number one thing, the number one solution is abstinence.
Abstain from sex. Yeah. Okay.
What's your ready?
What's already?
This is not a church saying now, it's just for your health. Apart from that, you cannot abstain, stay loyal.
Yeah. Stick to one sexual partner.
And when you are sticking to one, what you're about to make sure that that partner you're sticking to is also serious.
That's the trouble. That's the issue we have. How will this problem be? I
not one to many.
I want to one. Yeah.
And if by chance you suspect one person not being loyal, preach, talk a lot about condomization.
Please.
Condomization is important.
They brought this for us. Please use condom.
And don't be shy to buy condom.
Thank you, sir. That's yes. I was going to please
If
that.
your guy is coming to your house and you know you might do the do,
Stock up condom.
and you know probably he's traveling, it's coming
Stock it
into town,
Stock it up.
It's not. If you are shy, when you go to the supermarket to get your groceries and you don't want to get lots of things, your provision, put a whole roll, Ben. You'll be paying together, so you won't feel that shame of going to the supermarket or the pharmacy
to
just buy condom alone. Buy it in bulk, please, because abstinence we're at the stage where we keep preaching abstinence, but we know it's almost impossible.
Yes, that's true.
And loyalty too is rare to find. So I think condomize.
Please. I'm also going to
Both male and female condoms, please use one of them.
Use one of them.
I'm going to buttress that, please, as a lady, because the women are mostly at the receiving end of all this. Because sometimes
Gender bias. They are both at the receiving end too.
But listen to
now.
what is going to show
Seriously,
in us first.
Seriously, most times when a lady is exhibiting symptoms in 2-3 days, the man is still asymptomatic for like 20 days.
Not in gonorrhea.
What if it's not good?
Wait,
Yeah.
the fastest sign in gonorrhea, which is like 3 to 5 days. Painful, that itchy feeling.
It's only the gonorrhea that is always like
Because
coming out very fast in the men.
Yes,
But other
yes,
ones,
yes.
men can be asymptomatic for like 2-3 months. They don't even know they have like any form of STI and all that.
also some-
But
There are some that
seriously,
like women.
2-3 days like this, you will start feeling uncomfortable.
Chlamydia doesn't show on women, but we're not going there.
Okay.
But there's an STI or STD called chlamydia.
I've never heard of
Is really asymptomatic. I think the only known symptom is probably red eyes, which can get from
any other thing.
from stress.
Stress.
You understand? So all this is not just about. Don't let us put gender.
Okay, but for me, woman to
Okay,
woman,
for me,
you're listening,
and
looking
my
at
brothers
it.
out there listening.
Woman to woman.
My brothers out there, spend that remaining 2 minutes to go and fit that condom in the car.
Woman man to woman, essentialize condom.
Because sometimes it comes in a rush that the car seems like you be in the house and the car is parked outside, and that distance sometimes looks like it's going to be like a 30 minutes drive. Just want to pick the condom.
Okay.
Don't let it be too far. Pick the condom.
Or you have some in the car, have some inside indoor.
Anyway, like a social person and you eat it. It's not good to eat it anyway, but you eat it anyway. There's nothing bad now. For people, at least for guys, we have perfumes in our car, we have perfumes at home. So if you can buy those expensive
Even for females too, we have perfumes inside and
in our purse. So if you can get perfumes in the car, perfumes at home. When you
condom at home, not inside purse, inside
condom in your wallet.
condom inside purse.
Condom is never too huge.
And there's communication between the partners because introduction of condoms now, they be like, oh, so you're cheating outside. They don't want to understand.
Okay.
That's so you don't want to go raw with me.
You don't trust
Because you don't trust me. Yes. So let's also communicate. This is why, let's just prevent rather than hear me stories about
Yeah, exactly. I think I'll buttress the point. It's okay to just, educate each other. Okay, that's the reason why I'm introducing this is because to avoid stories for either of us. Okay, so that we both know that, okay, we want to just enjoy ourselves without having feelings that, oh, I have this or that. Okay, so let's just to protect each other, to protect your health. I think that's very, very paramount. Okay, so having said that, let's talk about the people who have their medical consultants on Google. Consultants on Google. Google is their medical consult. People do that. Like people have used Google in this country. Seriously, any small thing that they go to Google and all of that. So please, medical practitioner, please enlighten us.
Google is video rich. You can't blame me. Before I pick my phone to text someone, no person is even busy. Google reply me in seconds. But it was not advisable. It is not even good.
It's not good. I think when you want is having this, I think the best way is just to get tested. Be sure of the particular bacteria. I think that there's this thing they do. They'll collect the culture. Okay, they'll collect samples. Yeah. So they'll culture. They will know which antibiotics is that is best for that particular infection that the person has. And this is, I'll not come to people that usually abuse antibiotics, self-prescription, or they just go to one auntie that is just selling medicine by the roadside. Please, listen, is doing me. They will just pack all the antibiotics in this world and pack it for James. Please enlighten us. Tell us about there's a need for us to emphasize the reason why there's a need to get tested. Okay, people don't usually do that, and even for malaria, people hardly run malaria tests. Even as cheap as malaria tests, I think is cheap now. It's not just these yeah, they'll just print and all that. Like, it's not that expensive. There's nothing bad if you're feeling feverish. Go to maybe a pharmacy and all that. Let them test you for malaria and all that. Medicine is not advanced, so a lot of times you may not have to spend so much financially at your time to get tested. So please help us to emphasize the need to get tested, and people should stop using Google and Antinos Apele, Antisimbi, no spirit, no spirit. Seriously.
Okay, now on the Google thing,
Okay.
I would advise every user out there not to stop using Google, because what you're checking on Google is just your symptoms.
And it's going to give you research.
It's going to give you a lot. Having headache and high temperature these are symptoms of a lot of things.
So Google can even give you the sickness you don't have.
Google can give you the sickness you don't have. And when you read something, the power of the mind is so strong that you can start getting symptoms of what is not wrong.
So start manifesting what
You will start manifesting symptoms of a total different thing.
Don't cause a bread about it.
Just what you read about it, and your mind is there. You're scared a lot about. So Google, ChatGPT, stop it. Stop it totally. Now back to the other question, which is finding solution when they contact all these things. So there was a time there was this sanitation around the world and around Nigeria about going to the hospital,
Okay.
learn to go to the hospitals. If you think you can't go to a government hospital, learn to go to a private hospital. A recognized good private hospital around you. Get tested. Some people don't want to go through that stress, or sometimes they feel it's a thing of shame.
They'll be stigmatized.
They'll be stigmatized that how old are you? You already having infection and all of that. I don't think it is. Don't be shy. The fact that you got laid and you were not shy doing that.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
The fact that you got laid and you are not shy doing that. You don't have any reason to be shy when you go to the hospital to get treated. For every good thing, there's a price to pay.
For every action, there is some consequence.
You understand? So when you are having the action and enjoying yourself,
Okay.
when the consequences comes, you should be
Test it.
taste it.
So me personally, I'll say like I don't think it's a good idea to feel feeling shy. You are doing that something is doing. Medical practitioner. You're doing that something is doing. Now your vagina they get croc. Now your penis get croc. There's a truth now. Nobody the doctor one. So why should you have to hide? And I think there's this thing in medical what's it called, medical practice that I think they have an oath of confidentiality. Yeah. So whatever you tell or open up to a medical practitioner, right? You can be sure that your secret is safe. Yeah. You get it. And even if you later hear that one doctor go and tell somebody that I have, you can sue. You have the right to sue the doctor, but you cannot sue anti nurse. Nurse Abele. You cannot use nurse Abele or all this one person that's just selling medicine down your street and all that. Now I can even tell the whole of your street that hey, you don't know what this person came to complain and all of that. No? So please, even for your own safety and all that. So and for proper care, go to a medical doctor or a medical practitioner, consult them, get tested and get treated. There's nothing to be shy about. Like what Nurse Akinjiola said earlier, like if you're not shy to get laid, don't be shy to expose the consequence of
Not exposed, but to take care of the consequences.
and don't say okay, fine, it's still exposure because you have to tell the doctor, I have this, I have crow. So don't be shy to take care of the consequences. Okay. So that being said, we're gonna go on a short break now and we'll come back shortly and we'll conclude on this aspect I've been talking about. Please stay with us. Welcome back, still on the Health Matters with the Buzz Media, and we've really been having an exciting and educating moment with our two medical practitioners, and they've been really wonderful and interesting. Thank you for making this session interesting. Okay, so now to round up to conclude on all our chit chats in the morning. So let's talk about the proper way of taking care of the vagina and the penis. Let's not be shy to talk about stellos. The proper way to take
Ladies first.
the vagina and the penis in terms of sex part, the health part, what we put on, what we use on them, what we put inside it. So please tell us.
Okay, I will start with this. Let's all know that the vagina, it cleanses itself.
Okay. Most people don't know that.
Yes. So all these, I want to use antiseptic soap to wash the place. Yeah. Or use more soap to inside. Because you are causing harm than good. Not even good, safe harm in short. You want your vagina to smell fruity. Why?
Okay, so we cannot. They sell all this vagina perfume. Why? Just so that once you there's this in the is it intimate wash or intimate something that you could just so that it to smell like strawberry.
Why?
You don't want it to smell nice. What is what you want to go down there?
Smelling nice doesn't make the vagina healthy.
Oh, that's deep. Smelling nice doesn't make vagina healthy. Okay, please continue.
To wash the vagina,
Okay.
I would tell us to use a mild soap.
Or not that we use soap at all.
Just use water.
Water, lots of water.
But when you are wiping, front to back,
Okay.
front to the back, not back
Back
to
to
the
the
front. Like from the back, from the anus, you're introducing bacteria. So it's introducing dirt to the vagina. I know the vagina. If we even have the two openings at the should I go into that? Can go into it. They have two of these.
Okay.
There's one that the urine comes from.
That's
And
it.
there's one that the baby comes from.
Okay.
Let me.
Here's it, that one. Okay.
So imagine it's open. So if the bacteria escapes the white O, it's going through the second O now. So let's just be so very careful about the way we clean ourselves.
Okay.
Use water. If you want to go extra, use mild soap. Okay. When you're washing your pants, wash it every morning. Okay, you are too lazy to wash every morning. Just it's not even big. It's not even
Okay, so it's not even
Wash-
to pile pants.
Don't pile it up. Please, don't pile it up. And when you're washing, wash with hot water. No, not wash with water. Wash with good soap.
Okay.
Then sun dry.
Okay.
Let's use.
That one. This is a silly pattern for. Sorry, this one is never taking saying pattern. It's an silly bands for rituals.
I don't really have to put it outside.
But can we
Be fun day. Yes.
We can hire
Yes.
like
Even if there's no sun, okay, abroad like this when I don't get sun, use iron. Introduce it. Make it say
Let us go back to the basics.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Sun dry. Sun dry.
No, Sakeji, I cannot put my wristed in the sun.
There's a saying.
Where I have neighbors.
Wait, there's a saying.
I'll not put my see.
There's a saying in Yoruba land that says, oníkòkò àti kòkó ẹ̀ wọ́n dán sára wọn sóòrùn ni o.
Okay.
Due to the ritualism about stealing of pants, you can spread your pants and protect it yourself.
And stay. I will not sit down with it.
You can take God.
The same
You can do your veranda. You can do your veranda.
long now.
Seriously.
Most of these parts are not. I don't know how to explain.
What if it's for people that are on the big side? Like, seriously, like, see all these things.
Cotton material of pants are not thick.
Okay.
With good sun, they will get dry in less than 2 hours. So less than 2 hours. Less than that.
What's about rainy season?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why I say an introduction of like ironing.
Well,
Iron it cannot work because the stick is good. The reason why you want to iron, it will be moisty. It will absorb microorganisms.
ironing after getting dry.
Yes.
After getting dry, it's dull. It's dull.
After sun I don't touch her. Sun must touch her.
All right. Okay, agreed. Okay.
So then loose clothing.
Okay.
Okay. For people that they go to work every day, please make sure what you are wearing is not too tight. Okay, you have to wear something tight. On weekends, when you are at home, no way. Leave her. Okay, it's your house.
Thank you, ma.
I'm not saying you should open. But please, let it steam, let it breathe.
Okay, we shall allow breeze.
Yes.
Let the vagina.
Don't suffocate it. Okay.
So I think that's just like the
You know what? People that don't like to wear panties, what are the kind of panties do you feel like they are healthy? You know, they have a lot of different kind of cuts. Some with the net, they're the G-strings. There's one they called C-string gloves. I never started into that.
not even right.
And then let's go into that right now. Okay, so
I'll just tell us, please, let's just try. You cannot tell me, oh, your body's reacting to cotton. Your body cannot react to linen. It cannot react to silk. It cannot react to all the various types of materials.
so you have no reason not to wear pants.
Literally, you are going out. You're going out for a very long time. Why are you not wearing towels? Vaginal discharge. Something is going to come out of your body.
Well, the people that wear jeans,
Yes, and you will not even wash the drink instantly. You will leave it. Moist, everything. What's it compile now?
do it.
You still wear another day without the same pants. Okay, let's we have disposable pants now.
Oh,
That one we even say guard you small. Please, let's just try. Just try.
just want to wear, you can dispose it. If you can afford it,
Wear tights.
you have tights. You can just wear something.
I'll wash sheets instantly. Took it. Tell me you're wearing tights for 2 days. It's not boxer.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean? Another jargon.
Okay, so that's
Another jargon. Another jargon.
okay. So that's in terms of we have to wash. Okay, so we should avoid all these vaginal wash, intimate wash.
Personally, I'll say yes.
Okay, because we don't know the composition.
If you can research it,
Instead of going through all that stress, you don't
I
have
said
to
avoid about the composition.
if you instead of going chemical stress, just avoid chemicals on the vagina. It could irritate. Okay, so let's talk about the sexual protection, protecting the vagina. I mean, taking care of a vagina in terms of sex aspect. That's deep, right? Or you can tell us.
No. I don't know how to do it.
No. The fact that you're a medical practitioner, so you should be.
Let me quickly say something about shaving.
Okay, that's a good start.
We have we know in the world of today,
Yeah.
guys who don't want to give head during sex,
Okay.
and your man cannot go that day when it's bushy, obviously.
It's not even hygienic.
It's not even hygienic because stuff are trapped in the air. The same way the air is protecting various things from entering, the same way it's trapped.
It's trapping some things. So it's okay to shave
But not clean shave now.
and just at least reduce.
Yes.
So that those things
Yes.
the hair is trapping will not eventually enter the vagina. So regularly just scrape it.
So you just wax.
I won't say. No, I'm not. I'm not against.
Is it even healthy to even wax down there? Is it healthy? I'm just asking because I'm asking. I'm looking like it's always painful. The pain again is painful, and I feel like okay, the way people I've never done it before. I've seen people I've seen the process, and I said this pain does this process of pulling this hair out of that soft place doesn't not irritate the vagina, doesn't not have any side effects. Please, I'm posing that question to you.
Mostly you use sugar wax. You use sugar wax.
So you think so it doesn't have side effects.
I'm not saying everything else side effects. Even water has side effects.
Okay, so how safe is waxing? Dr. Akinjola, so enlighten about this. Okay, so not Akinjola, sorry.
Waxing, in my own opinion, as I think is wrong, medical, due to the pores of the skin.
Okay, the force. And the force has they pull it.
Because
I feel like
when you shave, you are cutting what is above the skin.
You're putting from the roots.
But when you wax, you're putting it from within the skin. So I think it's wrong. It can cause lots of irritation.
But it's going to give us a long time ahead.
you're not sticking to this.
I'm speaking from the audience.
Let's talk about the medical perspective and the healthy perspective.
From the view of it, after shaving, it makes the place look like a fried top.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, right.
From a man's angle, fried turkey is good.
Okay.
But medically, pulling it all out, it's not good. It is wrong.
You see, they always famous. Like, they always put that. The person will scream. I mean,
It is wrong because it's going to affect the pores now. The pores are.
doesn't know you.
And then PL, so
The pores are meant to protect your skin.
Yeah, doesn't know.
So pulling it out will open your skin to
expose the yes.
a lot of things.
and then we have some.
And that is so sensitive.
They're going to shave or even wax today, and the night you are going to meet your man. Please don't do it.
Why?
Don't do it. Your skin is still we can have calls. It's still secrecy. The pulse is opened. You can't through the intercourse. You can introduce something into your first in the body. So you want to go and meet your man is coming from Yankee today. Please, they go shave.
Shave. Okay, shave 3 days.
Please earlier shave. 48 to 72 hours. Shave before the sex.
Okay.
Then after the sex, okay, is withdrawing, or even if he's not withdrawing, please clean up immediately.
They will not sleep off after ending.
No, yes. If the day is cold, you want to sleep off, please. That 2 minutes, that 5 minutes, please stand up and clean up.
Okay.
Wash with water, clean yourself up.
Yeah, and I think that's what vaginal care. Okay, so clean up immediately after sex. Don't like you cannot tell people not to wax, but it is healthier to shave. Yeah, it's healthier to shave. Okay, shave. Yeah, and no clean shave, just scrape back. Okay, we tell that, but that no clean shave. Well, so
Everybody's not agreeing to it.
okay, well. We're talking about what is healthy now. We're not talking about what is convenient. Because sometimes what is convenient might not be healthy. You get it? So, and it might be harmful. So let's talk about what is healthy. What is healthy? Don't wax, then scrape. Don't do clean shave.
Yeah.
And after intercourse, clean up. Wash your vagina with clean water always. No chemicals introduced. No chemicals introduced to the vagina. And even if you're going to have sexual intercourse, you use condom and you get no. You're not using condom. Be sure of the person that is penetrating you, that the person is also clean as well. So I think that's takes care of that as far as vaginal care is concerned. So let's talk about the man aspect. Please tell us about the penis care.
Okay, let me start from shaving. Shave regularly. Shave regularly
For the men too.
for the men. It doesn't speak well when ladies go oral or some guys will say, there was something actually on TikTok at the time that said, the lady went oral on a guy.
Should I help you? Oh, wow.
Also, puka. It's trending. Yes, trending a lot on TikTok.
Accumulation of dirt.
Accumulation of
And sweat can come from small particles. Like just like stuff that jeez. Just
Guys, so guys,
this one today.
shave, learn to shave regularly. The way taking your bath, carry it. No matter the size, now you get her, if you carry her, carry your ya. And if you are a carrot, carry your carrot.
And if you are cooking, carry cucumber.
Grow. There's a place we call the perineal area. Passes between the private part and your anus.
Okay.
That particular place. It is known to be the most dirtiest part in the human body. Scrub that place very well as a guy. Then as a guy, don't do this publicly. On your personal time, use your hand to rub on your penis regularly. Just for
Holds
massage for yourself. Just to check for rashes.
This is talking about it can cause something.
That thing you are thinking about, I'm going to eat it.
So yeah, it's
After checking it regularly, check for rashes and all of that, you're sure about that there's nothing there. Then please stop masturbation.
because it's also taking rash up.
Masturbation.
Massage, something can.
Because continuous masturbation weakens the penile muscles.
Erection.
So there's the neurosurgical part of it, the neurological part of it, where because you can't masturbate for 15 minutes. You want a quick come. And when you masturbate a lot, your brain programs the minutes in which you use to come, and when it shortens it. So when you're actually on a lady, that minute is programmed.
2 minutes more.
It becomes 2 minutes, man.
So then that's where the origin of what.
So please stop masturbation and stop all this mixture because the girl is coming.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not good. You are doing more harm to yourself than the lady you want to wound. Naturally, the way the ladies are created, you cannot wound them all.
And I'm eating now. You cannot eat a lady's wound.
It's not possible.
It is not when it comes
They always say they are shift.
you can't shift anybody.
They are not shit anything. You will win some, lose some,
Serious?
and draw some.
I married her for the first time, but not shift.
You can't because after the vagina, you have the cervix before the uterus.
So no matter how long or
You
heavy
cannot invite into the uterus.
it cannot shit.
It can't shit anything.
All right, so
They're only eating the walls of the vagina.
okay. So in terms of boxers, you've talked about the washing part.
Now,
that not
boxers, make sure your boxers is cotton.
Okay, no silicone.
No silicone. No
And that's the one that is common now.
cotton.
Yeah, all this condom. Yeah, that's what is common now.
In fact, I tell guys something. Make sure you wear white underwear. The reason why I said white underwear is because you cannot afford to wear it twice.
Okay, so you'll be forced to wash every day.
And if there's something, you will notice it.
And there's something you will notice it. So I advise guys wear white underwear. That way you
Yes,
can-
they are norm. They wear boxers for like 1 to 2 weeks.
Because it's colored. If they follow this advice and they wear white,
Is it even healthy in the first place to wear boxers
That's why.
3, 4, 5 times? They will not even wear. Some people not even wear it though. They will wear it
If you wear
to
boxers,
roam their
if
streets.
you wear boxer for
And still wear it the next day.
it will pakuta.
So to avoid pakuta, make sure it's cotton. If possible, try to get white boxers. Cotton white boxers. Avoid all these linen tight pants because another talk for another day. It eats the testicles and affects the sperm cells. Another topic. Just make sure you do cotton. If possible, do white so that you'll be forced to keep the hygiene
Okay.
and wash everywhere properly.
Okay, there's this habit that the men, though I'll just be go to that. Like you said, they out there wearing boxers, like roam just around the street. Is it even healthy? Because I can't imagine me. Wait, boxers is not underwear.
I think you ladies just want to really make this agenda.
Is it a gender thing now? Seriously, is it healthy? The
Oh,
boxers
we have girls, we have ladies wearing tank tops and shorts in their area.
is different. Wait, boxers is an underwear. It's a short. It's meant to protect the distance. You won't want
One
to
short
go.
is short.
If you want to go, you can get boxers and wear a biker short. It's not a very just, but I don't like. Whenever I see guys on the area wearing just because they are on the streets.
I think you ladies cost it because you ladies actually judge men by the size of their private parts, and sometimes the private parts you have to advertise what you have.
So they want you to see anyway. Let's leave that. That's their boy. Really, please, men. I don't know whether it's healthy or not. Stop wearing boxers.
You are saying using the whip.
Seriously, around the street, wear a biker short or wear your jean normal. If you don't feel like wearing,
Ladies, please wear your brands. We are humans. Wear your brands.
okay, we'll come back to that some other day. Anyways, it's fine. That's a topic for another day. Anyways, okay. So this any you just want to enlighten us more about penis care. Like what about the part what we have to penetrate? We've talked about use of condoms. Why do you not spend now?
The thing is that
Okay.
there are written laws. I call it there are written laws. Nobody was taught how to penetrate.
You just explored.
We explored and we got it right. And the opening of the vagina, the second opening of the vagina, cannot take in the penis. So it's either it's the right spot or you go for the anus. And due to the tightness of the anus, the girl will definitely shout, so you know you're in the wrong hole. The first hole is still more.
Advisable. Okay, it's all right. And also, if you're not sure of the person that you're doing, also for the men, wear condom as well. Okay, so that's been said. It's really been an amazing, interesting section with you both. I really enjoyed the section. It was interesting. It was educating. It was entertaining. We've learned. We've unlearned. And I'm sure you all out there, you've all learned so many things. You've learned a lot of things as well. Thank you so much for standing by on today's episode. And you also appreciate my two medical practitioners and said thank you very much for coming on board, Nurse Akinjiola, Nurse Molly. Thank you very much for coming on board. Thank you. Okay, so that'll be all on today's episode on Health Matters with Boss Media. Until next time, we'll see you again. Stay safe. Bye for now.